All right. Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to talk about kvCore back by popular demand. I already did one sort of intro, but I guess it's time to do it again because it's a lot. I mean, it's a little overwhelming when you get into the kvCore there and you start looking at everything. It is a really good program, but it's a really overwhelming program, right? Which is what I'm learning. We're all on the same learning curve, trying to get into our kvCore. So we're going to talk about some basics today, about our CRM. I think last time I focused on pulling in our contacts off of our phone and off of our spreadsheets and off of our contact list on Stratus and stuff. But today I'm going to focus more on working our contact list a little bit, seeing how the CRM works a bit, and some of the features that we have, along with free leads, because I hear some people paying in kvCore, and some people have told me they've had some good success with the listing boost on kvCore. They also have a lead gen, lots of lead gen that you can pay for. But I'm going to focus on the free things today. And we kind of go down a bit of a rabbit hole, you'll see, because they also have the web IDX. I think I should save that for a whole other session because it's a lot how much we can go in and customize. So normally when you're, a part of any franchise, you get this free website to work with. And it's sort of a one pager and it doesn't do much for you. It's more just like a glamour page that people can click on and see a little bit about. But with kvCore, we have so much access to so much power through that website. So I'm going to touch on it a bit today, and then we're going to go, I think, another week and focus on building our website. So I think we'll do it in a couple parts. Okay. So I'm just going to go and share the screen and we'll go into our kvCore right now. Okay, so kvCore, let me just minimize some of the stuff on my screen. kvCore is now within our Remax back office. So how do we access it? We log into our back office. And when you come in, it should be on your dashboard if you used it recently. If it's not, you can go into your apps and tools here, right? That's where you'll find it. It'll be there as well amongst all your apps and tools. But normally when you go into your dashboard, your most used apps and tools are there. So you can, sort of see, it'll be different for everybody what the dashboard looks like. Okay. So we'll click on kvCore. So everyone keeps on saying it's our CRM. Yeah, it is. The heart of it is that our CRM, and it helps us sort of navigate, working with our clients, storing their information, putting in reminders. But there's a lot more to kvCore than just the CRM. So we're just going to touch on the CRM a little bit here. So the first thing I want you guys to do is when you come into your CRM and you click on kvCore, it's going to look like this. At the top right, you're going to see your name. You're going to click on it and you're just going to take a quick look at your profile. I think I touched on this a little bit the last training I did, but you can go and you can put all your information in. Even I could spend more time in here sort of tweaking this. I went and I put the basics in, but you'll see it has my name. I've loaded like my Facebook, my Twitter, my LinkedIn. So links that people can click on when they look at my profile. To see further what I'm doing in my social media and sort of on my professional profiles, right? You just want to make sure your information is correct, your phone number, your email, because there's lots of functions here that I'm going to show you where we reach out to our clients. They can reach directly back to us. So this is what I find the best about kvCore is that a lot of times when hold on, let me just let a couple people in here. A lot of times when people are funneling through our listings, we're hoping they don't get misdirected and we want them to contact us directly. kvCore is really focused on doing that, even if they're surfing things that aren't your listing. Okay. So really make sure that all your information is correct in here. Okay. So now we're going to go here and we're going to go into our contacts. Lots of people entering the room. It's a popular subject today. I think we're all a little lost at this kvCore, but I really want us to start using it because it's been pretty good. I find it has really good functionality right now, and I'm really starting to enjoy it. So when you come in, you're going to come in directly and go into all your contacts, and it's just going to list your contacts there, whether you've uploaded them, whether you've received them as a lead through kvCore, whether you imported them. They're all sort of there in your list, right? And you can see there's pages and pages, okay? So the first thing I want to do is let's just go and we're going to add a contact right now because I want to play around with a contact for a little bit and show you the functions we can do. So we're just going to add our regular Mr. Favorite John Smith that we normally do. And I'm going to put in one of my emails so that I can play around with it and show you how it works. So I'm just going to put in my email and my phone number. Okay, so John Smith with an email and a phone number. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you turn some of these functions on, and you'll understand why in a few minutes. So is it okay to call this contact? Yes. Okay. Is it okay to text this contact? Yes. Is it okay to email this contact? Yes. Okay. And I'm going to show you why, because kvCore is going to let us send individual and group messages to all our clients. So if you have a client, you know, that never is going to read their text message, you know, like my mother who doesn't always check her phone, right? Because they're maybe elderly, or maybe they hate it when you call them. They'll never ever pick up the phone, but they'll always respond to a text. You can sort of play with how you want to contact your clients, okay? So make sure you turn on all the notifications. I'm just going to turn them all on because we're going to show a couple different functions today, right? And I'm just going to say that I'm a buyer, okay, for the purpose of today. And the next important part is down here, you can add hashtags. Okay, so hashtags are something that we normally use to pull our social media together. So anybody looking for a similar topic can be forwarded to our blog or our post or something, right? We're using it in this case to group our contacts together. So you have to think of it a little bit different in this case. So I'm just going to call myself a past client. Okay, I'm going to say I'm a buyer who's a past client. So maybe when I send out group messages to past clients, or if it's a first-time home buyer, or if it's, I don't know, you know, an investor client that I only want to send to all those people in my contact list. This is another really great way to sort of e-blast everybody all at once. So let's just call them past client. So I'm going to add this contact. Okay. And once you add the contact, it brings you even further into that profile of the person. So there's tons and tons of stuff you can do in here. I'll just show you a couple quick things. So first of all, you have a running dialogue of what you've done with that particular client, right? So you'll see that you've default added it, right? Okay, and it's a manual add, it's not an import. And the contact assigned to me. So if you have a team listed on kvCore, which I do, you know, I have Shiraz and I up on it, but I can assign something to him and he'll get a notification. But for now, I just kept it for me. And then the custom note I put in is that they're a past client in my hashtags, right? But this will be a complete running dialogue, which is what I love. I always say I live and die by my CRM, because I'll never remember 6 months from now when I'm talking to that client necessarily what happened in that conversation. So if you just have this open all the time while you're chatting with your clients, and you put notes in here, and you might say, you know, he said call him in May, after May, because they're having a baby and they don't want to start their house hunt till after the baby comes. Well, when you're calling them in May, you can look back at your note and say, hey, did you have the baby? Congratulations. Ready to do that house hunting now, right? Some of these details you won't necessarily remember, and this gives it a really good personal touch. So I keep really precise notes in my sort of running dialogue here for the clients. But this will stay here in here forever and ever. So you could see maybe you've worked with this client 2-3 times over the last 5 years. You can see right back to the original notes on this. Okay, so really great feature to keep, and really great feature to refer to. Okay. The next thing I want to show you really quick while we're in the contacts here is how to put alerts in for your client. So you've got, like I just used the example, this client who said to you, hey, you know what? I really want to look for a property, but we got the baby coming in, you know, February. So I don't want to look until March. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the actions, and I'm going to add a task for our client. And I'm just going to say follow up. Okay. And he's told me that he wants to follow up in March. So I'm probably going to call him maybe in January to touch base, or February. That's just my habit. I don't usually wait till the time of, because I find, you know, clients are liars and they'll tell you March. And when you contact them in March, they've already purchased something in January, right? So I tend to call them earlier. So I'm going to put a reminder, say shortly after the new year. I'm going to touch base with this client. Okay. And I'm just going to set it for 10 a.m. Okay. And I'm going to say wants to buy a house in March, follow up, having a baby. This is where I'm just going to put in my notes real quick. So when I'm calling this client again, I sort of have context to talk to them with. I'm going to add that task. Okay, so now you can see in our dialogue, we have where we added them, where we assigned it to me. I put in the custom note there, a past client, right? And now I have a task in there. Everything you do with this client is going to show up in this dialogue within the profile. Okay, so basically where it is you just have to click in to your client. So John Smith is there. When I click into him, I get to this part. Okay. And you can do lots and lots and lots with your client if you have time. You want to give them reminders for their birthdays. Send them wishes for their birthdays. You want to put a reminder for yourself. You want to put their spousal information in there. You want to put what they're looking for. You can spend lots of time curating your contact and making it really specific. So you can see if you click here on profile details, they have a whole bunch of other fields you can fill out for your clients. Okay. If you have their Facebook, their LinkedIn, their YouTube, you can put it in there, maybe communicate with them that way. Okay. You can put alerts in for them as well. I'm not going to get too much into this profile today because I want to get into sort of a bit of the lead gen. But like I say, I think we'll start doing more and more sessions on kvCore and we'll become experts in the next few weeks, right? Okay, but you guys can take a picture, take a look and see and get an idea, a picture in your mind of what you can do within here. There's no wrongdoing. The only way that I've gone in and sort of learned is I just keep on creating fake profiles and sending stuff to myself to see how it comes. And I'm going to show you guys as well how I'm doing that, how it comes and how it sort of displays to our clients when we're sending stuff and when we're playing around with the notifications. You can start campaigns, you can send newsletters, you can send, e-blasts, tons and tons of stuff within the profile. So that's just sort of a quick look at how we add our contacts. Okay. Now, when you go back and you're doing this on a regular basis, which is what I love about CRMs, is that you're going to come into your dashboard every day. Okay. So when you first log in, we come to this dashboard. If you guys remember when I first clicked on kvCore, and on your dashboard, you're going to have a whole lot of emails here. Okay. And reminders. And what did I do? And who viewed the listing? Okay. So this is just me playing around with like setting up as a profile. If you had set up your client to come to your web IDX and they start looking at listings, you're going to get these alerts as well. So you're going to see the activities of your clients, whether they liked a listing, whether they forwarded it, right? It's a lot like the interface with Realm, how our clients are being really interactive with us with Realm now. But you're going to see all of the things that you need to do. And if you want to break it down a little further, usually I come in and I look at my tasks for the day. So you can click on tasks. I don't have any set up today, obviously. There you go. So it'll tell you, oh, shoot, you have to call Mary today. You know what I mean? Or you have a showing with Sri today, right? So and then you can look ahead in your calendar. So today when I have no tasks, I might go look at my calendar and see what's coming up in the next few days. So it's just ironic. Today, I don't have anything. I got John Smith new lead. Oh, look at that, 11:49. When did that come? Anyways, I can click on that and see what that is because that's saying new lead. That's a kvCore function happening right now for me. But you can see that my calendar has been pretty consistently full and I've had tasks. Sorry. That's okay. Where did you get the calendar? Oh, calendar. Okay, yeah, there's a calendar function in there on the dashboard. I find my favorite view is the calendar view because I like to sort of look ahead. And I might have more time today to maybe do the tasks I have set for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because then Wednesday I get busy doing something else. And, I always kind of have this calendar open and I'm working on it. Right. So you can see it fills up pretty well. Okay. So when you have your profile all properly set up in kvCore, kvCore is going to start automatically sending you leads. So who's gotten any leads to their phone? Have you guys got leads to your phone?
So in the Outlook, whatever the email you given to them, that Outlook will synchronize with this, right?
Exactly. right? So I don't know if you guys could see online there, but kvCore will interact with you and it'll tell me what my daily email is. So it'll give me a quick summary once you have your kvCore set up, quick summary of your daily tasks that you have going on, and whether you have any new leads coming in and stuff like that. So what do they do with the leads now? Okay. When you have your kvCore set up, it's going to start sending you leads. Okay. Some of them are good, some of them are garbage. It depends on how you work with them, right? What you have to realize is that when you're not following up with your leads, they have a little bit of AI tech in there that's going to start sending back emails back and forth. So you don't even realize that you're starting to communicate with some of these clients. So if you're not watching it, you could be missing business. And I missed it at the beginning when I wasn't watching my kvCore on a daily basis. And I'm going to try to click in one and kind of show you. It'll say, let's go back here now. Go back to our contacts. Oh, sorry, our dashboard. So I was like, what is going on? I didn't realize that it was, I'm going to try and find you guys a quick example now. People I don't know necessarily. I'm going to go back sort of early on to see if I can find one that it's communicated back and forth with.
So automatically sends some email, right?
It automatically starts to send emails, right? Okay, so this is sort of a spam one. I know I've seen this one a couple times. I'm just going to go in and check. So now this is Tammy Rose. This is a spam one I got. This isn't an active one, but I kind of want to show you how the AI tech is starting to communicate. kvCore is sort of working for you, and you have to monitor. You have to watch and see if there's actually requests to see your property or something happening. So once you sign up, you want to go in and you want to be active with your kvCore. So you can see here that contact assigned to me. It was, it was automatically populated from remax.com from head office. However, they do their capture online. So the way we're getting these leads from our back office is whatever capture they're doing on their system, then that's head office, not a Remax Ace thing. They sort of funnel it out to all their Remax agents, right? So some of them are good, some of them are bad, but see, it starts running back and forth and it'll start sending them emails, right? So I was looking at this going, sent email, received email. What is this? So if you click in on it, it says, thanks for checking out. Are you looking to buy soon or just browsing at this point? This is not me sending these emails, right? So anything that's coming off directly into our kvCore, it starts communicating back and forth. So then the next time I looked, I said, it sent another email. Hey, if it's helpful, I'd be more than willing to walk through a couple of properties with you. I can also connect you to a recommended lender who can answer mortgage questions. So you got to keep an eye on it, because at the very beginning, this person obviously didn't bite because this was spam. I think she was trying to spam me with some kind of thing they were selling. Where does it say received email here? I sent a message a few days ago. We're an innovative system. She's trying to sell me something. This is just someone reaching out to Remax agents, I guess, and trying to sell them something. But sometimes I went in there and they were like, yeah, I would like to see that property. And I was like, oh, this is from a few weeks ago. I missed this now. kvCore is actually working. Okay. So what I like to say is everybody wants to find that magical lead system. And if you find one out there, let me know. But in my 18 years experience, I've paid many a time for these lead systems. And the only way they work is if you're on top of it. There's nothing that happens where you just get, oh, here's a buyer or here's a seller, they're ready to list tomorrow and you go get it. Even when you're paying monthly for random lead systems, or a lot of people using the do not call list, okay? The do not call list only works if you're using it every day, right? So you have to make it a habit to come in every morning and log into your kvCore. And just, it's a habit that you're always going to have that calendar on your screen and you're going to be using it and monitoring it, because there is valid things coming through here. So, I mean, I was just communicating with somebody off the kvCore today. Unfortunately, she didn't want to see something. She was just browsing, but here, this is one of the kvCore leads, right? And she was saying, I go, oh, this is what I missed, like, a couple days ago. Let me see. And did you want to still view it? No longer interested. Great. But she's communicating back and forth, right? No, I was just curious. I said, no problem. If you see anything else, let me know. I can talk to you about other properties. But this is purely from kvCore. So this is more than you get to work with than cold calling. for instance, at the end of the day, people that are actively looking or browsing or curious that you can communicate with, right? Real life people. So keep an eye on your kvCore. Once you put your profile in and set everything up, you're going to start getting those leads. Don't miss them, okay? Because even if 20 are garbage, 21 might not be, right? And in a month, if you're getting one, that's all you need, right? Everyone says, oh, the garbage, some things are garbage. And I'm like, even when you're paying for some of these lead companies, I go, yeah, you have to go through it all to get that one. But if you focus on one a month, that's a pretty decent salary. Like that's a pretty decent commission base for the year. One a month, one buyer a month, right? So look through them. Don't miss out on what's happening here. Okay.
For me, it takes the lead to my website.
Yeah.
Because I'm paid to that, right?
Yeah.
But then when you call the leads, right, whatever it comes,
Yeah.
they say, don't call me. No, I didn't do that.
That's okay. No problem. You say, because lots of people
I
click
know,
on things.
no.
The problem with the lead capture online is sometimes people, are clicking on things they don't realize and it captures their email or they don't realize they're just curious about something and they go fill something out and click to the next step. So you have to weed through those things. I do it. If I'm browsing for something online, how many times do we go to Amazon and we put something in our cart and then we don't check it out? And then Amazon prompts us, hey, are you no, I was kind of just looking and it'll sit in my cart for months, right? You got to think of it in that sort of term. We're in that sort of sales business. People may not necessarily be looking, but if you stay in communication with them, say the right thing comes up tomorrow, they might buy. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing as I say when you're putting your prospects in your stratus, put it in, let it work for you in the background. You forget about it. And one day you'll go, oh, I forgot I even set this, set that person up in my prospects and they're going to reach out to you. So make it a habit, log into your kvCore every day, look at your calendar because it's going to, even if you're not putting tasks in daily for your clients, which you should be, it's going to automatically populate stuff on your dashboard of whatever the tech in the background or the AI is working for you and sending emails back and forth, right? So take a look. I think you guys, any of you, if you signed up and sort of forgot about it, you'd be surprised maybe some of the things you've missed in there. Okay. So now I'm just going to go out of the CRM. There's a lot more we can do in the CRM, but I know I said I'd touch on sort of CRM and lead gen. Okay. So there is lots of lead gen in kvCore. There is a lot of it that's paid. If you go directly and you look for, where is it? Lead engine tools, you can see here, they say, build landing page, build squeeze page, call and text capture, get more leads, core property boost. A lot of these, they're not free. You have to, you got to pay to boost your property if you have a listing on them. So today I thought, since we're starting with the basics, before we spend money, let's make some money. I'm going to show you some of the free functions that I've been using that I think I've captured some leads on and that I think are really, really useful on kvCore. So I'm going to go down here to, where is it? Website manager. Okay. So in the website manager, okay, I just want to show you real quick.
It is on the left side, right?
Yeah, it's on the left side. I want to do a whole other session maybe next week. We'll go in and we'll make the website better and how it can work for you. Okay. Right now, you guys can go in and try and just set up the basics and get it going. Okay. But like I said, before I found that we weren't using our website enough, because whether you've been Remax before or other franchises that I've been a part of, you kind of just get that one page website that doesn't work for you. It's not that impressive. It's not that interactive for our client. And it's more like a glamour page. It's not really something that they can use, right? The website they're providing with us through kvCore is literally amazing the way it's working. Okay. So this is what the URL is here at the top. Okay. That's what you're going to give out to your clients. Okay. Now your clients are going to go to realtor.ca immediately, or Zillow, or I don't know, House Sigma. They're going to go to all of these places and that's where they're going to start their house search. What's the biggest thing that happens if they go down that rabbit hole and they search for properties? They're going to possibly contact that listing agent, right? And we don't want that to happen. Okay. So what kvCore has done is they have taken, remember that whole nightmare of all the IDX, DDX we were signing and everybody was going crazy with their email. We all didn't really understand what it was for. It was so it could sync up with our Toronto Real Estate Board and we could make it work for our kvCore. Okay. So has anybody clicked on their website and used it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sorry, I want to stop the share real quick and come back in because I know online sometimes I lose you guys. And I just want to make sure that everybody can see. Yeah, that's why I say I got lots of people online. kvCore, everybody's like, you guys got to start using it. Okay. So if you encourage your client to go here, say, when you do your property search, you can just go, just use this link. Realtor.ca, I'd say to them, Realtor.ca is pretty good, yeah, but this is really good and you can like personally chat with me on this one, okay? So let's pretend your client is going, instead of they're going to Realtor.ca, they're going to go to your link that you sent them to go house hunting, okay? And say they just want to look in Scarborough. Okay, so this, you can personalize it. You can put your own logo up. You can do different things on here. I got my picture there, got a couple of like little widgets and, there's different carousels, different motifs that you can pick. At the bottom, it has all my own personal listings, right? That come up, the just listeds funnel, everything that's from your office, right? Areas we cover, you can really personalize this. You can spend a lot of time, okay? But right now, I just want you to go and see what we're doing with our clients. So they come in here and they can search for something. So say they're going to search in Scarborough. Okay, whole lot of listings in Scarborough, obviously. I just want to pick one and click on it. So your client's in here and it looks very much like when they're searching on realtor.ca. So it's not crazy hard. It's very easy for them to use. And they're going to say, oh, I like this property. Let me view the details. Okay. Now, this is not my listing, but it's my website from kvCore, from Remax, right? Now, when they're in here, the easiest way for them to go in is and not go directly to the listing agent is because they're coming through here. They can save it. If they save it, I'll be able to see. It's going to ask me for an email and stuff now. But remember that first dashboard page when we came in, how I was saying that you can see the details of what's happening with your client. When they save it and like it on your dashboard, when it comes up, it'll say, Mahesh liked this listing, right? So it'll say something like that, right? Chat with us now. So you click on the chat function, it'll, come directly to you. Ask an agent a question. Again, that'll come directly to you. Request a showing. You'll see their showing request. Property email alerts. They can set that up. They can print a flyer if they really like it. They can share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Pinterest. They can do all these things, right? So super good. And the listing agent's information, because we're technically not allowed to advertise other people's listings and act like they're ours, their listing information, somehow they were saying that they still comply and they put it somewhere in here. Honestly, I haven't bothered too much to look for it though, so I'm not sure it is. There we go, listed by Keller Williams. So it's still saying listed by Keller Williams and you can see the information. But your information is the first one that comes up when you funnel them through the website, right? So if we were to take a look at this very same listing on realtor.ca, 55 Collins Grove, let's just do that for the fun of it. Yeah. Sometimes it's easier if I get the MLS number. There we go. No results. Look at that. Realtor.ca. Are you being difficult? It should come up as an active listing. But regardless, you know how things come up, right? So if I just go, like I did before, I brought up a listing there. It doesn't matter what listing it is, really and truly. But we know when we look on realtor.ca, it doesn't act like that. Because what happens is at the very top of the listing, so pretend this is the same listing, the other agent, the listing agent's information is the first one there, right? So really good to start funneling our clients through here because this is all our information on the top, right? And all of the widgets and stuff on the side, all of the things that, chat with us now, book a showing, request a showing, all of that are going to go directly to this client. Whereas we know when we have a listing on realtor.ca, if I bring my client through here and they go, hey, yeah, I'd really like to see it, and they click on book a showing, it's going to go to this Joanna Zhang. It's not going to go to me, right? So if we can train our clients and sort of send them this quick link, text them the link, email them this link and say, hey, why don't you go on here and search, and anything you like, just let me know and I'll show it to you. Try to encourage them to use this link. It's such a more powerful tool to funnel them to us, right? And not anybody else. Even if we post it on Facebook, hey, you're looking for a property, click on this link, search for your property, right? So that's one thing. Anybody have any questions so far? Anybody?
When we take this property and put it in Facebook,
Yeah.
still it's gonna say listed by Keller Williams, right? We don't need to ask a special permission from the listing agent.
No, because if you take this link and you put it on your Facebook, it's as long as you do it through here and you don't do, you say you go to realtor.ca and you click it somewhere, I don't know, or try to just put the property information, it won't say that. If you take it from here, it will say that. And I'm going to show you that function right now, actually. That was sort of the next thing I was going to do.
I was talking to somebody, I want to get into the luxury listing, right?
Yeah.
He told me, you have to put my name as a listing agent, then what's the point? So that's why I'm asking.
You're like, oh. So I'm going to go here real quick. Yeah. Website content. I just want to make sure here. We got to go through the back end now, and we can go to our website side and we can see. Oh, where is the listings again now? Have you guys been trying to fix up your website at all and see how much stuff you can do inside your website there?
Sorry?
Have you gone and tried to fix up your website though, and like put your picture in and personalize it and everything?
To them, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm paying them the get seller leads.
Yeah.
6 months I'm paying.
Yeah.
So they already set it up everything. I get leads already.
So yeah. And like you find that just people who are just saying, I haven't signed up for this, or I didn't.
Which one?
Like when you call them back and you try to communicate with them?
They didn't know, they don't have clue that
they clicked on something or
my website or something. Only one lead is till now is proper.
Yeah.
She's looking for a pre-construction.
Okay.
So, but then she's looking.
That's okay. That's why they say you generally, even in business, when you go daily, it's you have to go through 100 people before you get to one.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I know it sounds like difficult, but at least those leads are coming to you instead of you sitting here cold calling all day. Right. So I'm just going to go now to the back end. Okay. So we looked at the sort of, if we send the link and our client goes through there, the functions that they can work on over there. If we go here to the listings, we go to all MLS listings. Okay. There's other ways that we can click and work on it. So this is really, really good. I'm sorry, I'm just going to move some stuff here because we got so many things open when I have my Zoom open. Okay, so we can go and all the listings from MLS come here, all MLS listings. I can do it so it's just my listings, right? So say I want to promote my listings, for instance. I can come here and I can click on 60 Fairfax, one of my listings right now. Okay, and sorry, let me just let people in the room. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to let me do a lot of fun things, and I've been having fun with this. So you can do the regular send via email, which is great, no problem. But like I say, a lot of my friends, I know they're not going to check their email till they're like later when they're sitting at home after dinner. And nobody answers their phone or listens to their voicemail any day. So what do 99% of us do? Text, okay? So I know that whenever I'm on MLS and I'm searching on my computer, I'm like, oh, that listing looks good. And I pick up my phone and I go to realtor.ca and I click the link and I copy and paste the link to my friend's text or my client's text because I know they're going to see that right away, right? I don't know if any of you guys have the same habit, but I know I do that because I know everybody's going to read their text no matter what. They'll click on it, right? And they'll have a minute, even if they're at work, to send me back a, oh, that looks nice kind of text, right? But what a process that is. And not only that, we've been talking about how realtor.ca funnels our clients over to the listing agent. We're sending them into a no man's zone where they might actually contact that person instead of us. if they're not like if they're a new client that we're working with and they don't know, right? So lots of good functions in here. Aside from sending it via email, you can go into more actions, and they actually have a send via text function. And I was like, what? This is awesome. I have been using this like crazy. So I'm going to go into Mr. John Smith, who I actually set up as me, if you guys remember. Right? And I see him come up there. And I'm going to go, oh, well, you can also send a listing link. It'll send a picture, but a listing link as well. And I'm going to click send. Right? Oh, just wait a second. Hopefully there's no delay. Sometimes it's like a little bit of a delay.
It will come to when you send it, right?
Okay, so John Smith is set up with my phone number right now. That's why I did it for the purpose of training, so you guys can see. So it comes through here and it'll say, hey, I think you might like this listing. And then you're going to click on it. And when they click on it, it's the exact same as sending them to your website. So instead of you telling people don't go on realtor.ca and search, right? You can also send listings directly from your kvCore. And now what's going to come up here, if you look, all the contact information is me and not the listing agent, right? I don't know if you guys can see that online, right? So we're not, when we send our emails from Stratus, I think that our board has been so centered on us being, not that it's not fair what we're doing here in Remax, but I guess us being, oh, that's the listing agent, you have to get permission, Remax has done it and kvCore has done it together where the listing information is still there. It shows who it's listed by. And we still somehow live up to our bylaws, but they've made us the prominent person to contact, right? So your client's going to get all of this information on this link, save, chat with me, ask a question, all that stuff I saw when you were directing them through their website, right? That I was showing you there online. Sorry, it's hard to show you guys online there with my phone, right? So I have been loving this. This is my favorite thing I've been doing. I've been texting everybody through here. I've been searching on here for listings a lot more than MLS lately, because then I don't have to like go and then send an email to my client and that email has the listing agent's information. Or I don't have to go, like I'm telling you, it's such a habit. Realtor.ca, what's the MLS? Type in the MLS, click the link, then text that link to my client. It's just like here, and I'm like, oh, click, click, click. And especially if it's your listings that you're trying to promote, they're all here already because they have my listings. They also let you do just company listings, manual listings, if you want to go type it in, team listings, sold listings. I don't know if you're sending some comparables, or just all of MLS. So everything that's on your Stratus or your Realm, whichever you're using right now, everything is there. So
select multiple property.
Yeah.
You can send as a text or you can't.
So multiple, that's a good question. Usually I've been trying to highlight. So yeah, you can here. The function's still there. So you got 3 and then you can click on text and then whoever you want.
Yeah, it's like MLS. Yeah, you said multiple property at the same time, right?
Yeah, exactly. So really, really, really good function. Okay. And then how much time do I have? Okay. As long as I'm not running out of time, I'll go back in here. My listings. Where do they go? What did I do? Address. There we go. I must have clicked on something else. So while you're in here, aside from the text, really good way to promote and get leads. So we've all been trying to curate our posts on Facebook and everything like that. You can go in here and you can do that same thing. See, post to Facebook, post to Twitter, post to Pinterest, right? 2 seconds, within 2 seconds, right? So I used to say, I don't have time to post to my social media, this, that, and the other thing, right? But if you're in here, literally, you can't justify clicking on this and just taking the 2 seconds to go and post it, right? Once you're in there, if you want to tweak it a little bit, but once you come in here and you go click post to Facebook, as long as you're logged in and synced, it can just post and post and post, right? So you'll be getting people questioning, hey, how much is that property? Can I see that property? You're getting leads off of doing these things, right? You can print a flyer in here, right? You can generate a QR code. So if you want to use this somewhere, so people are scanning and asking you about the property. The other thing I wanted to show you is the email to hashtag and text to hashtag. So this again is why I was saying, try and hashtag your clients. So if you have, 4 or 5 guys, that like to build or invest or flip, maybe you hashtag them investor, right? But we did past client for Mr. John Smith there that we um, came up with, right? So past client. I don't know why did I spell it wrong? Maybe I spelled it wrong when I set it up just now, but you go in here, you can go past client, and anybody who's in that group that you've hashtagged past client, it'll mass text them or mass email them. So say you have 50 people in that group, it'll send it to all of them at the same time, right? So really, really good, easy functions, okay? And this is like the back end of us sitting and working. That's why I kind of went this way and I didn't focus on the web, because we were looking at how do we get some leads? How do we stir up some action? How do we work our CRM and have it start working for us? So when we go in, our daily tasks are there and we get reminders of what we got to do for all our clients. So definitely start working on all of that, right? I think next week, I really want to focus more on the website manager. So I encourage you guys to go in and check it out and start working with it, because if you're going to direct your clients to it, you want it to look professional, and they really let you do a lot of things like add, your own pictures. Like I was saying, different carousels, different motifs you can use, different widgets you can put on there. You can add mortgage calculators. You can add, how much is my property worth? All of that stuff. When your clients go in there, they can actually do sort of their own CMA. So if you can see here, sorry, I got some Zoom stuff in the way. At the top here, it says search, and then it says sell. So sell is more for your listing agents, right? Or your listing clients. So you can come in there, they can type in their home address, and they can figure out all the stuff of how it can compare and sort of what price their property would be. Your agent, it'll all be all about your profile and your agent and all your listings that you have and all these different resources in here. But like I say, I'll spend some more time because I'm running out of time now next week, and we'll go over the website because there's so much in here. But if you guys have time this week, log into your kvCore and go back there and start just filling out the basic stuff, like, your Facebook, your Twitter, different things that you want to direct people to if they click on your website to go to your other social media things. How's everybody on? It always surprises me how much I can talk and talk and talk, and then I run out of time every week. But do you guys have any questions so far?
So if you want to add LinkedIn pages, right?
Yeah.
You need to go to the max editor to update it, and then so that it reflects here. So I'm not able to update my.
What you want to do is you want to go to your profile.
Yeah,
so you have to. Okay, so in your website it says my agent. When they click on my agent, anything that's in your profile will be there. So if you come here and you go to, let me just share here again. Share screen, yeah. Oops, share screen. Okay. Yeah, at the top right here, I can move the Zoom boxes, always in my way. Top right here where it says my name, you can go to your profile, right? And within your profile, there's all these different things that you can change, right? So you see here, I have my Facebook, my Twitter, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my Pinterest, my Instagram, languages I speak, stuff like that. So when people are looking at your website here, right, and they come into your website and they go here at the top where it said my agent, your agent profile, right? They can see different things about you here, everything you've put in, and they can click on your different links and your listings and everything. So the more you polish your profile, the more will show up here, the more that will tell them about you, right? But this, if you want to add your like LinkedIn and your thing, it's not through the website. It's through your profile in kvCore at the top right there.
Hi, Kristen. Morning.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, good. Thank you. Just a quick question. Is this the website that you had previously you linked here, or this is the website you created with the kvCore?
No, this is what they provided for us. Yeah. So you can go in there and you can create, you see on the like the left-hand side there when you log into your kvCore, you just go down to your website manager and you start editing the content or adding content or just go through it all. It's pretty straightforward. And you can go and you can curate it really, really nicely. That's why I said next week I'll work on our websites because then we can start fishing it out to our clients. We can start saying, hey, go here and encouraging them to search there more than using realtor.ca because that will direct them to us no matter what. No matter what they click on there is going to direct them to us. God bless you.
Hi, Christian.
Hi.
How do I add my listing here? Because I don't see any listing on the kvCore.
So that would be because, sorry, maybe your IDX and your DDX aren't synced. So let me just write a note to myself. I can write the tech support and sort of ask them what we do. Maybe you need to get a reminder email or you can look through your old emails. Did you fill out all the IDX and DDX forms?
Yes, I did. And also, I tried to get a listing, my company listing also. I don't see any company listing either.
Okay, so it's not synced up for some reason. So just let me send a message quick to tech support today and I'll find out why that's happening.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
no problem. I just wrote myself a note. Yeah, hi, Natharson.
The same boat as Selva. I've completed everything and it's not synced up as well.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll put it down for you as well. I'll find out. Okay. So I'll write to them about both of you guys and then I'll let you know what they say or what they see in the back end and we'll figure it out from there. Everybody good?
Yes.
Hi, Pastor. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, everybody have a good week. Has anybody find the markets moving more now? How are we making out right now, guys?
I think
Everybody
it's moving. I think it start moving, no?
I think it starts moving a little bit, I've been looking at our chat and some of us are posting like 32 offers on properties and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
None of my listings are moving, but I've got buyers waking up a little bit now.
Yeah, and today's a one condominium, buy one, get one free.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah.
We went to that buy one, get one free a couple weeks ago, remember? I wonder what
Yeah.
if it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Is it true?
I don't know. Where did Prabhakar go? Did he get off of here or is he still on? I know or was it Prabhakar? Or no, sorry, it wasn't. It was Nanthakumar. He's not on here right now. He had gone to the buy one, get one free a couple weeks ago. And
Yeah,
I'd have to ask him what the result of that was because he was asking me the same thing. Is it true? Is it true?
Basically,
So,
I went there. Basically,
Okay.
how's that work? They give you a 6% commission, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So if you book a one unit for your client, so you're getting a 6% commission.
Right.
At the same time, you had to book yourself too.
Okay.
So that's
And how does
then it's free?
So that's meaning you're getting 6% from your client, and then you're getting 6% for your own unit. So basically, 12% you're getting it.
But that's not free still.
Okay, that's
So
not
what
free.
they are
Yeah.
doing it. So within your client once they put the first deposit right away, they will write down your commission, which is 12%, and then they make a all the commission to the deposit. They don't want to give it in your hand.
So the deposit's free, not the unit.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically
Gotcha.
you're getting like yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, there's always a star, you know what I mean? Certain
Yeah.
conditions apply or, read for further instructions kind of thing. There's always some kind of catch or something. So
I have a quick question, Christine. I don't know.
Bring back the info.
The kvCore, right? Let's say if you have a team,
Yeah.
right? So how do we can create the kvCore? Do we have
So
any like
when
team
you're setting up your
team?
profile, you have a chance in your profile there to put your team member. So like I say there, you see, I have the option that if I put in a new lead, I can assign it to Shiraz. You know what I mean? I can say, hey, this one's yours. You have to deal it. You have to call them or whatever. And he can sort of see the whole feed and everything that's happening. So in your profile, it'll say team members, and you can say, yep, and put your team members' names in there.
And also we have a individual person have our own website here, right? So do we get the team website? No.
Do you get the what? Sorry?
Team website.
Team website. So yeah, they do. So I'll show you real quick. It's a really good question. I'll touch on this more when we go over the websites next week, but you do get a specific team website. I just didn't go to that today. So where did I find it again? Let me think. Top of my head. I think it's in my profile. Maybe in my profile where my teams are. Give me 2 seconds. It's not something I use every day, so, but they create it for you there because I have Christine Bolin, I have Team Christine. I don't know why they named me Team Christine. And then I have the Team Sapphire when they're coming up. So they're all there where I can look at them and I can edit them. If I want to direct people to the team, when you click on it, it's more both of our pictures there. Sorry, it's sort of like in a hidden place somewhere, but it is possible. So,
Okay.
but you have to be registered as a team with Remax to not register, but you just have to notify them, and then they'll make the URL show up. So that's the other thing. Property search website with, no, that's not it. I'll have to show you exactly where it is. It's kind of a needle in a haystack somewhere here where they have it all. I know it's where it's all listed, where I see that it says, you know, Christine Bolin and then Team Sapphire, and I always laugh, Team Christine. Somehow it got entered as Team Christine when we first came to Remax. So anyways, I won't waste your guys' time looking for it, but I'll show you definitely next week when the website, we're going over the website. I'll make sure I have it handy where to find it. But see, these are all the different like themes and stuff.
So we had to notify them. So we are team. So we
You can't, yeah, you can put the team in. You have to put the team in, and then it'll give you where it is. Analytics.
We had to call them and let them know we are team, or
I think VJ has to do it. I have to double check, but VJ does it because I know in order to get Team Christine fixed to Team Sapphire, I had to ask him to just email them. So if you have a team name, or if you just, you know, your team Salva or whatever you want to call it, right? Then you can go in and you can do that and then list your team members under there. And then it'll automatically come up under your kvCore, and you'll have your individual like URL that they can click on to work on the website, but you'll also have your team one.
okay, no problem. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can show me next week then, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Let me see here. Somebody wrote in the chat. Did I miss that? I see 2 things in the chat. No. Could you please send me? Yeah, I'll send out the recording today, Bilkis. Don't worry, I'll send it out to the office like I normally do. Sounds good. Anybody, if you're on it though, you're not going to do anything wrong, right? Go in and just play around with it and just click on things and see how you can change things, and click on your website to see how it looks when it changes. And, you know, there's no harm to it to go on and do that. Or if you're like navigating it and you're wondering, you're like, hey, you know, I don't know how to do something, or I totally forgot what Christine said, you know, just call me or text me and I'll be like, oh, that's easy. You just got to click here or whatever the case may be. So just let me know. And then I'll try next week, I think, is since we're on the kvCore kick, I think we'll go into the website manager and show you how to personalize your website a little bit more and some of the different functions that are there on the website. Very good.
Okay. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely week, everyone.
Thank you, Christine.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Thank you,
Yeah, bye.
Christine.
Bye-bye.